What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Everything Football. And today I'm going to be doing predictions for the UCL quarterfinals. But before we start the video for today, I would like to remind you to smash the like button, and also do remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. As you can see, we are on 71 subscribers, so I'm going to try and get to 100 subscribers as soon as possible. So I need you to help me out with that. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Your support will be very much appreciated. Alright, so now I'm going to do the predictions for the UCL quarterfinals, which is like, I don't know how long away it is exactly, but we just had the round of 16 games, so it's going to be a little bit of time because they got the international break, so it's going to be at least 2 weeks, I think. I don't know the exact dates, but there's still a little bit of time away. So I'm going to do this a prediction of the quarterfinals, and I may do the prediction for the Europa League quarterfinals as well if this video does well. So first of all, the first game that we have is Man City versus Borussia Dortmund. Now I think this is going to be an absolutely brilliant tie. I think they're two really good sides. I think City are obviously the favourites, but I think Dortmund have some really good players like Jadon Sancho, like Erling Haaland especially. They have some really good players in that side. Marco Reus, Axel Witsel, they have so many good players. And Guerrero, the left back, I really rate him. He's really good. But yeah, I think it will be a good tie, but I personally think City will win. I think they'll win the first leg 3-1, and I'm predicting Gundogan to score 2 and Sterling to score 1, and I think Haaland will get the goal for Dortmund. And in the second leg, I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Manchester City. I'm predicting that Kevin De Bruyne will score and Aguero will score, two players that haven't had a brilliant season for City, but they're two quality players, and I have a feeling that they will score 2 goals in the second leg of the tie. So yeah, I think City will win 5-1 aggregate. I think they'll be pretty comfortable, even though I think we'll see really good football played. I think it will be played at a good tempo. I think two sides have really good quality in their teams, but I think based on form, I think you've got to back City to win the game, and I think they'll be very comfortable. That's my prediction for that one. Now the next one for me is going to be a much tighter affair than the Man City game. Do I think it's going to be as nice as football? No. I'm talking about the Real Madrid-Liverpool game. Now this is a huge game, especially for me, for Mo Salah. I think what Ramos did to him in that final of the Champions League was just ridiculous. I mean, to do that to a player, and also, I don't like Ramos, to be honest. And yes, I'm happy that Liverpool didn't win the final in, like, I think it was 2018 now. It was either 2018. Yeah, I think it was 2018. I am obviously happy as a United fan that they didn't win the final, but I was also a little bit sad to see what Ramos did to Salah. It was just really unfair, and really it wasn't very sportsmanlike, and Ramos lost a lot of respect for doing that. Even though I didn't want Liverpool to win, obviously, as I'm a United fan. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really tight game, and I'm calling the first leg to be 2-2, and I'm saying Benzema will score 2, and Jota and Salah will score for Liverpool. I think Benzema is in incredible form this season, and he was in incredible form last season as well. I think he's Real Madrid's top goal scorer this season. He's been scoring a lot of goals. Very underrated striker, in my opinion, Benzema. He's a very good player. I think he didn't always get the credit he deserved because he used to be in Ronaldo's shadow a little bit, but he's been scoring quite a lot of goals for Real Madrid this season and last season. I'm not going to lie, I've not really seen much of Real Madrid play this year, but I can tell that he has been scoring a lot of goals from seeing some of the stats, and also seeing the fact that on FIFA he's been getting a lot of inform cards. So yeah, Benzema I think will score 2, and I think Jota and Salah will score for Liverpool. I think both of them are obviously very talented footballers. Salah started the season very well, hasn't been playing as well recently, but I do fancy him to score against Real Madrid, sort of like payback for what happened in the final, I think 2018. And then Jota, I think he'll score as well. So yeah, I think it'll be 2-2 in the first leg, and obviously that's Real Madrid will be playing at home in that leg. I think the second leg will be 1-1, and Liverpool will go through on away goals. I'm going to call Lucas Vasquez to score for Real Madrid. Again, I've not really watched much of Real Madrid, but I know that Lucas Vasquez has been playing pretty well. I think he got man of the match in one of their recent UCL games, and I think he's been playing at right wing back, in fact. So he's been converted position, but I do fancy him to score even from right wing back. I think he'll get a goal. I think he's been playing well apparently at the moment, so I think he'll get a goal. And I think for Liverpool, I'm going to go for a little bit of an outsider. I'm going to say it's going to be Origi who scores the goal that levels it for them to make it 1-1 and send Liverpool through to the semi-final. I think it will be Origi. He hasn't been having a very good season at all. He's been pretty dreadful. In fact, I don't even know if he scored a goal. I'm not sure. If he has scored a goal, he's only scored like 1 or 2. I don't think he has scored though. So yeah, I do fancy Origi will score. It's got this feeling that Origi always seems to deliver on the biggest stages. So yeah, I'm going to call a 1-1 second leg, Liverpool to go through on away goals. So yeah, next one is probably the best of the lot. There are some really great ties in the quarterfinals. Some just absolutely brilliant games. And this one is Bayern Munich versus PSG, which was obviously the final of last year's UCL, and Bayern won that. Probably and fairly so. I think Bayern were the best team. They're the best team in the world. They were last year. I think City are now. Even though I'm a United fan, I can't deny how good they are this season. They've been really good. So, but I do think this will be quite a tight tie. But I do fancy that Bayern Munich will go through. Again, I'm going to call it. It's going to be on away goals. I think it's going to be very close. I predicted Bayern will win the first leg 1-0 and Lewandowski will score that goal. Obviously, Lewandowski he just scores all the time. I think he scored a hat-trick recently as well. He's just playing really well at the moment, Lewandowski. So I think he'll get a goal in the first leg, make it 1-0 to Bayern. Second leg, I'm saying it's going to be 2-1 to PSG. But because that's when PSG are playing at home, Bayern will go through on away goals. And again, I'm predicting Lewandowski to score that goal for Bayern. And for PSG, I have said Mbappe, and I've gone with Kimpembe. Now, I know this is a little bit of a random one because you wouldn't think of a defender as a goal scorer, but you always seem to see there's always like 1 or 2 goals in like competitions that turn out to be defenders, or in a game week that turn out to be defenders. So I think Kimpembe will score from like a corner or something. You always seem to see like 1 or 2 defenders score in a game week. So I do fancy that a defender will score in this game. But you know, this is honestly just a guess. Like, I'm probably very, very, very wrong. And when the quarterfinals are finished, I'm going to go back to this video and see how wrong I was with these predictions. So do remember, these are predictions, okay? And they're probably very wrong. I mean, yes, they're calculated predictions. I'm trying to think what's going to happen, but yeah, just take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, so the final one is definitely the worst of the lot. If you saw this game in the Europa League, it would look in place, to be honest. It's Porto versus Chelsea. Both are good sides, but for Champions League quarterfinal, neither of them I would probably put in there. I think Porto, many people will have expected to get knocked out in the group stage. I think Chelsea, even though they're a good side, Porto, so if any of you Porto fans are watching this, you are a good side, obviously, because you're in the quarterfinals. I have no idea how you're doing in Liga NOS. I don't follow that league, I have to be honest with you. Chelsea, obviously, were not doing so well, but now they've picked up a lot of form under Thomas Tuchel, not conceding too many goals. So they're doing quite well now, Chelsea, and I do think they'll go through this tie. I think it will be 1-0 to Chelsea in the first leg, which we played at Porto Stadium. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry, Porto fans, if there are any watching. I think it will be Timo Werner that will score. Obviously, Timo Werner hasn't had a great time since arriving at Chelsea, struggling to get himself on the score sheet on several occasions, but I do fancy he will get a goal against Porto. And then I think the second leg will be 2-0 Chelsea, and this will be played at Stamford Bridge, and I think it will be Giroud and Ziyech to score. Ziyech, I think, got a man of the match recently in one of their recent UCL games against Atletico Madrid, so he's obviously in decent form. And then Olivier Giroud has also been a little bit of a surprise package this season. I think a lot of people were expecting Timo Werner to be that main striker and that main source of goals for Chelsea, but in fact Giroud is very much stepped up this season and very much improved on this season last season, because I don't know if he was injured or something, but I really can't remember him doing that much last season. He had a couple of games where he scored a couple of goals, but he didn't do that much this last season. But this season he's been excellent. So I'm predicting Chelsea to go through 3-0 in aggregate. So my prediction for the semi-final is it's going to be Man City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. So we're going to have 3 Premier League teams in the semi-final. That is my prediction. I personally don't think some of them deserve to be there. Like Liverpool have been really bad this season. I'm not just saying that because I'm a United fan. I think you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work that out. They've been awful this season. But I do also feel bad for them as well, because I think one of the reasons is that they don't have the same kind of squad that City have, and I think a lot of their players are very fatigued, and I think they are massively missing Van Dijk. I think he is huge for them, and obviously, as much as I dislike Liverpool, they do play a very nice style of football, so you would hope, for the sake of the neutral fans, that they do get back to their best, and then we'll have some better competition in the Premier League. For me at the moment, I'm loving it because they're doing awful, but United aren't playing that great football either, to be honest. So I would just, if both of us were doing well rather than both of us doing bad, I'd be much happier that way. So I think it'll be City, Liverpool, Bayern, Chelsea. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. Obviously, this is a prediction. I'm probably gonna look back at this and I'm gonna look like an absolute idiot. We're probably gonna have honestly, I mean, I'm probably right with at least one of the teams that have gone through, probably 2, but there are a few ties in there, like Real Madrid and Liverpool. That one was like a 50-50, and then Bayern Munich, PSG, that was also a tight one. I think City will go through. I think Chelsea will go through, but you never know. Porto may go and do a shock result. We've seen that in the past with Leipzig last year. You've seen it with Ajax. Was it last year or a couple of years ago? No, not last year. I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago, Ajax. But yeah, they did do that. Sorry for that noise in the background if you can hear it. That's my cat. So, but yeah, that's my prediction for the UCL quarterfinals. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a like. And if we get this video to, let's say, 10 likes, I will do a Europa League quarterfinal prediction. I may just do it in any case. But yeah, 10 likes, I will guarantee that I will make that video for you guys. So yeah, I do hope that you enjoyed the video for today. Also, do remember that I would like to see your predictions in the comment section below. I do like to see everyone's opinions on certain stuff. So make sure you do write your predictions as well. And you don't have to write all the goal scores and everything. But yeah, do write your predictions in the comment section below. And yeah, have a great day, guys.